Hi, so this is the second video in the series of family heirlooms that were brought over to me by Debbie Stairs. And this one's pretty cool. Actually, I don't remember this item from my childhood, but my sister and brother both tell me that they knew about it and they actually used it, and so it's very confusing, but it's the sweetest little thing. And I actually have a lot of interesting information about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and maybe you have some insight as to some of the questions that I have about this item. Okay. Okay, so here is the item. It is this, and actually I got this beautiful picture of my father, who would have been about the time, this would have been around I don't know actually, I'm not sure when this picture was taken. He could have been 20, but maybe it was later, because I remember some pictures taken with the same setting when I was born, like after I was a little bit older, maybe around 4 or something, so maybe that's the same time, but I don't know. He looks pretty young in that picture. I would put this around 1968, and that is actually when this was made. And so the case is in kind of beat up condition because some people have carved things into it. I think there's a B here. There's definitely a B and 2 O's. I'm pretty sure it was Booth. I'm not sure what this is supposed to mean. 1461. Anyway, okay. So this is the guitar, and it's the sweetest guitar. Like, this guitar is not a normal size, or at least I've never seen a guitar quite this small before. It's a really small guitar. I have a 12 string, and I'll show you the difference. I think it's about 3/4 the size. That's my father's 12 string, and Debbie gave me that in 2009 when Dad died, but you can see how much smaller this is. And that's such a relief to me, because every guitar I've ever played has been really big, and I don't see why they have to be so big, but now I see that guitars can be small, and they can be perfectly fine. Okay, and so you can see the label on the inside of this guitar. It's a Suzuki, and the model number is 6. And it's quite an older label that was apparently put on there before 1970s models of this particular brand name. And on the inside, at the very back, is a serial number, but I don't think I can show it to you. It's up here, kind of inside the heel of the neck of the guitar. And it starts with 4-3, and that is an indication that it was in the Emperor's Year 43 for the Suzuki company, because they were in Japan. So it's the Emperor's Year 43, which was 1968. So that's when this guitar was built. And so that would make it, a little older than 50. Right now, it has 3 nylon strings and 1 metal string. I'm not sure when it was played last or anything. It has a steel reinforced neck. It's in not bad condition. It's kind of beat up a little tiny bit. A teeny weensy bit, beat up and scratched a bit, but that's okay. Still really nice. And the neck is in good shape. And something that kind of puzzles me is that someone has put this beautiful decoupage on the guitar, and I'm thinking that maybe there was some kind of a problem here, that the guitar was cracked or damaged or something. That's the feeling that I'm getting. That there was some kind of a problem in here, and that maybe the decoupage was made to cover it up. But the decoupage itself is really sweet. There's a man riding a horse, and then he's got two horses, and then he's got some kind of a dog or a donkey. I think it's a dog. And they're riding through the mountains, and it looks like something that maybe was cut out of Life magazine and then pasted on here. And so I wanted to know what happened to the guitar, because I can feel kind of a bump there. What happened to the guitar, and who put this decoupage on there? That's really beautiful. I have also a decoupage thing from my dad's sister, which I'll show to you. Okay. So on the back of this decoupage piece of art, it says Jack and Linda, December 1970, so that would have been Christmas, the Christmas after they were married, from Pat, and that is my aunt, my father's sister, and she made this lovely decoupage, which is, it looks like a print of a painting by Robert something, Woodward or something. Anyway, it's very beautiful, and I really like this piece. It's so 70s, you know. But that has the same feeling as this. So I'm wondering if maybe Pat taught my father how to decoupage in order to fix this guitar because it was cracked or something. But that, I don't know exactly what happened. Or maybe Pat decoupaged it. I can see there's a little bit of something there. So maybe there was a hit or something. Yeah, so I have a few questions. Also, in the research that I did about this guitar, it is it's a what's referred to as a Nagoya. What is it? Nagoya, Japan guitar, number 6. And because I guess you can kind of tell by the way that the date, the serial number and the date is in the emperor's year, that maybe it was created for a Japanese domestic market. And I think it probably was, but then it must have been imported from Japan and sold at Canadian Tire or something. I'm pretty sure that that's probably what happened. But I'd like to know where my father bought this guitar and kind of what happened to it. But it's a sweet little guitar, and it's a good size for a person like me who's not that big. And so, yeah, it's been really nice to have this around. My sister tells me that she was playing with Dad, and Dad had her playing this little guitar. And my brother relates the exact same story, that Dad was playing with him and brought this guitar out and had them try out this guitar. So it must have been, it's kind of a child size, so maybe that's what happened, but that never happened to me. I never had the opportunity to play it, and I, in fact, had no idea it existed until now, so until Debbie came and brought it over. But it's clearly a special guitar, and I'm really happy to have it, and it's really sweet of Debbie to bring it, all the stuff over. And so if you have anything to add, if you remember anything about this piece, you could let me know. But if you don't, I mean, it's a sweet little story anyway, and it's a nice little guitar. Anyway, I hope you guys have a really good day, and I'll talk to you later.
Out on runway number 9, big 707 set to go, but I'm stuck here on the grass. where the pavement doesn't grow. Well, the liquor tasted good, and the women all were fast. But there she goes, my friend. She's rolling now at last. And there she goes, my friend.